and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. I'm in our command pod, talking to you from the future. Not going to lie, it's not great. I hope you're enjoying our heroes' adventures in the caverns below the streets of Evenstar. If you're not, well, there are only a few more episodes left of this seemingly interminable fight against these weird, shooty little people. If you're enjoying our podcast, please give us a rating or a review on Apple Podcasts or your podcast app of choice. It helps us with our listings. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter at Billowing Hilltop, and of course you can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com, and we would love to hear from you. That's it. On we go with episode 53 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast, Poison Arrow. Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
I have some good news, which we'll get to in a second, about Sessions and his current predicament.
Really, you're not. You're joking. He's going to be able to cast things.
No. I mean, I have been looking at that, and honestly, I feel used and cheated and
Dirty.
betrayed.
You feel
So
dirty.
you should.
Yeah.
We're getting very old and forgetful. That's the problem.
Graham, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Yeah. Who's this Graham person that everybody keeps talking about? So let's do the recap, and it's Paul's turn. Paul, tell us where we are.
No.
Yes.
Well, the thing is that I'm going to start, and then within about 5 seconds, you're just going to take over anyway. All right, I'll do a recap. We're in shit. How's that? We're nearly all going to be killed this session because we can't handle whatever you're throwing at us. There you go.
That's a good recap, Paul. I think that really sets the scene nicely.
Yeah, we're in a room. We're surrounded
Slightly
by things firing
defeatist,
at
but
us. There's whatever there is going on in terms of spells, and we're all kind of running out of hit points. I think hit points is the main worry here. The lack of them. There you
Is
go.
that a stinking cloud we've got in the middle of the room? Can anybody remember?
I can't remember. Some kind of
Smelly
cloud.
biff.
Yeah.
And this is why I jump in.
No,
Come on,
this
Mike,
is
jump in.
thinking-
The
Well,
smelly biff.
I can't remember how injured everybody is.
Thank you, Paul, for that.
Well, I think, again,
Excellent
Johnny,
recap.
I think Bugraft triggered basically everybody, all the monsters at once again. And we piled in and, yeah, trouble.
Okay, well, I think that we'll have to do. You're in a system of caves.
Can I be
And-
true to form and have a real nerdy clarification from last week as well?
Yeah, of course.
Because hydrogen isn't quite the beginning. It's like second after the Big Bang, something like that. So there is something before that. But anyway, just for nerdy friends
I think that's
listening.
That is excessive
That's-
nerdness.
Yeah.
Helpful.
Well, you've got to
it's important to get this
Yeah.
stuff.
got to be
It's not, though, is it?
precise. Got to be precise.
Well, you don't, because it's not hasn't any practical application.
Ooh.
Well.
That's a discussion we can have.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Let's not derail a brilliant recap with.
With science.
Yeah, let's not get into that. Right? You're in a system of caves. You have got yourself involved in a very messy, complicated fight with these odd, slim creatures that are pinging poisoned crossbow bolts at you. And Uncle Buggy has got himself into all sorts of trouble, but has just been rescued by Sessions. But Sessions, as we left things last time, there was an odd. Is it a creature? Is it a sort of an entity? It's something that seems to have been summoned, that seems to flip between an odd. I don't know. It's like a sort of yellow column of goop with an eye in it. It seems to flip between that form and a kind of gaseous form, and it's just ungaseous itself and approach Sessions, and that's where we left things. Now, Sessions, the good news is that it can't hit you, Sessions, in the sense that it hasn't got time to hit you, because the act of it solidifying means that that's used its action.
Right.
So to the extent that you remembered at all that you were about to be struck by this thing, you're no longer about to be struck by this thing. Which means that all of the horrible creatures have completed their actions. Most of you are in an insect plague.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, an insect plague, yes.
Wasn't a smelly biff then.
Bugraft has just been revived from being unconscious. To the south of you there is a set of railings with a gate in, and on the other side of those railings there seem to be some sort of weird brain zombies, and you're surrounded by these other little creatures. I mean, it's very difficult to kind of summarize it in any kind of meaningful way. And we're going to pick things up with Uncle Buggy on 17. It is your action.
Right, is it difficult movement in the insect cloud?
It's lightly obscured, but I don't think that it is difficult ground. Let me just absolutely confirm for you.
And the guy next to me hasn't got a welly weapon.
A welly weapon?
A melee weapon in his hand.
He hasn't got a melee weapon in his hand. No, he hasn't got anything in his hand.
All right. Well, I'm going to help Sessions because he helped me last time. I'm moving towards him. Am I heading in northeast?
So you're leaving the Sessions that's just saved you. Yep.
Where is? Yeah, it's an illusionary thing, isn't he?
Well, you don't know
Go,
that.
Uncle Buggy, that way.
I mean, I think we need to establish that. You don't know that that's not the real Sessions. And you can't see the real Sessions from where you're standing. In the insect plague, in the dark, your light spell does not cover enough. I like to be the DM that says yes. But you don't know where the real Sessions is. You can't see the real Sessions. The only Sessions that you can see is the one standing next to you in the cloud that has just revived you.
But do I know? But can I head in that direction anyway?
But just by accident.
Hmm.
So you're leaving the Sessions you believe to be the real Sessions to fend for himself in the cloud, and you're heading randomly off just in any old direction.
Has anybody done a melee attack on this gelatinous thing?
No.
No. I mean, if that's what you want to do, it's a bit... Yeah, okay.
Sessions, are you going to be able to get out of there or not?
You don't know. You don't know. You can shout. Do you want to shout from where you are?
Yeah, I'll shout. Sessions.
You're on the ground, for starters, so you need to use 15 feet of movement to stand up. Let's start with that. So you stand up. That's 15 feet of movement. We don't use half your movement because that seems our house rule is that we use 15 feet. So you've got whatever you've got left of movement to go. You're standing next to Sessions in a cloud of insects, and another thing which you don't think it's got a melee weapon in its hand. You're not certain in the sense that you could. I mean.
All right, I'll just bash this one next to me and then I'll move.
You think it hasn't?
I'll bash this one next to me then.
Okay, so you're going to stand up and hit the one that's standing by just through the other side of the gate.
I think I'm poisoned.
No, you're no longer poisoned because Sessions has cast a lesser restoration, removing the poison condition.
I think one attacked me though, didn't he? At the end of last session and hit me again.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I'm sorry, you are poisoned. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to attack with my Frostbrand. I start raging, so I'm attacking at disadvantage. Is that right?
No, you're not. Disadvantage with the poison. Yes, sorry. Yeah.
I rolled a 16 and a 9. I guess the 9's a miss.
The 9 is a miss, I'm afraid. Yeah.
I get
anything
another
else?
attack. Yep.
Yeah, off you go.
A 16 again and a 12.
A 12, I'm afraid, is not enough. And is that it for you?
Then I will start moving. Oh, sorry, I took 15 to stand up, did you say?
Yes.
I'll get out the cloud over here.
So you're
I'm
running
in the northeast edge of the cloud.
Yeah, you're running away from the thing that you were just attacking, out of the cloud.
Yes.
The
That's why you run straight into another one, which is looking at you, and it's looking cross.
Yeah.
Burple on 14 is your action. You're also on the edge of this insect plague. Uncle Buggy, by the way, seems to be moving around an awful lot. What's happening with Uncle Buggy?
Sorry, I realised I'm still in the cloud and
okay.
I didn't work out my movement properly.
Mike, I'm going to move around the witch to within that little alcove, just to the northwest of.
So you're running through Parker. You're running through the square with Parker in it. You're running through the square with Alessandra in it.
Yeah.
You're zipping through the little square enemies. Between the two enemies, and popping out the top. Yes, I understand.
I could do Dissonant Whispers instead. It'd probably do.
I think we need to kill her.
Just working out what damage.
Properly kill her.
So
not make her run away.
So with this, I could do basically 2d8 plus 3.
Okay. And then if she ran away, she would take 2 attacks of opportunity anyway. 3 attacks of opportunity.
Well, I get a
3
attack on the next round. You
3
get
attacks
an
of
attack
opportunity, and Dissonant Whispers does damage.
Okay.
I think I'd do Dissonant Whispers.
All right.
If you do, can you move somewhere else so that both Alessandra and I can move out of the cloud and also attack her?
Well,
you can attack her and move.
Oh, I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah. All right. No. Okay. I'll do that then.
So I could do it at 4th level, which is 66.
We just need to kill her.
Yeah.
Or at 3rd level. I haven't got a 4th level. I've only got a 3rd level left.
Do it the highest you can.
I'm
Also with the
thinking
highest saving
maximum
throw.
damage on this
Okay.
woman to begin with, because these archers are,
Okay,
they're
Mike.
annoying, but
A wisdom save, please. DC 14. Save to half of this, which is 19.
Wisdom save DC 14, rolls a 12 and saves. What is the damage then? Half of?
So it'll be 9. 9 points of damage, and she
Okay,
doesn't have to
so
run
she
away.
takes 9 points of damage. Yep. She's taken a little bit of damage. She's looking
Oh, that was
suboptimal.
disappointing. That
and
was
that's added to it. Anything else?
Do I take the attack of opportunity? How are you guys doing for hit points?
Really badly.
How badly?
not great.
13 hit points left.
27.
Oh, but you've got more. You can take the attack of opportunity. All right, I'll stay there. That's the end of my round.
Okay.
I suppose I better attack her, hadn't I?
Yes.
Go Ferret.
I will attack her with the rapier.
Yep.
Hitting on plus 11.
Is a miss.
Hitting her with the crossbow.
Oh, yeah. Shooting her. Yeah. At a disadvantage. Oh, no, not a disadvantage because you've got the feet. Yeah.
Armor class 14.
14 is a miss.
Then I'm going to do a disengage
Oh, as your cunning action. Yep.
and a move.
Yep.
I'll move north into the little alcove at the back.
Parker. Yeah. If it is a real Parker, obviously.
So there's no attacks of opportunity from the archer guy, are they? So I can move.
So far as you
between-
know, if they've only got a crossbow in their hands, then there's no attacks of opportunity. But that archer, you can't. Give me a perception check.
He dropped his crossbow.
Well, they were well remembered.
Oh, a very
From
bad.
Paul, who
perception
did
check.
the awful recap and suddenly remembering stuff. Okay.
I thought it
Well,
was a perfectly fine recap. It just didn't tell you anything.
I mean, what do you want to do?
Okay, so do I attack at any kind of disadvantage while I'm in this?
No, it's only lightly obscured. It's only on perception checks.
Right, so I can attack her and then move afterwards.
Yes.
You can,
Okay.
yes.
All right, well, I will do the attacks on her first. So the first attack, hitting armor class 15.
15 is a miss.
Blimey. The second attack, hitting armor class 21.
That is a hit.
Oh, thank God for that. That will be 5 points of damage.
Yes.
And the third attack, hitting also armor class 21,
Yeah, that's a hit. Yep.
is another 7 points of damage.
Yep.
Then I will first of all move to the square between both of the archer and her.
Yes.
Is the insect swarm concentration?
Yes. We'll have to roll a saving throw in a second. We're going to do a little bit of admin first.
Well, no, surely she needs to roll it now because that would change.
Just to be absolutely crystal clear, first of all, Uncle Buggy needs to make another saving throw or take the damage. We're not going to switch off the insect plague. Uncle Buggy ended his move in the insect plague, but
Right.
said that he hadn't. Has moved back
Okay.
into the insect plague, and for him to escape the insect plague damage, because then in the intervening period you'd have got rid of it, would be, I think, super nice of me. Yeah.
Right.
So we're going to do it, Uncle Buggy first, and then we're going to roll to see whether or not the insect plague survives your attacks. Does that follow?
Yeah. Good.
She should have rolled anyway after Burple's thing, right? So she's got loads to run, but we'll worry about that in a moment. Let's start with, we got ourselves a little bit derailed there. Parker, this warrior next to you is holding a short sword.
So the thing I'm saying is why I need to know whether the insect plague is there before I move.
Okay, so let's
Because
see.
then I wouldn't need to move from where I am if the insect plague is gone.
No, let's start with Uncle Buggy. Uncle Buggy, you finished your move in the insect plague, is that right?
Yes, I miscalculated my movement.
Right, so we probably need to go back and just tidy that up, because you have to make a saving throw, a DC 15 Constitution save,
Yeah.
when
okay.
you end your turn in the cloud. So if you wouldn't mind doing that for starters.
16.
16 is a save, so you take half of the following damage. You take half of hardly anything, 12. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay, and I'm raging, so that's 3 points of damage.
It's only three points of damage. So there we go. Then we need to make some concentration checks for this poor person who's been hit repeatedly. Let's make their constitution saves with the DC of the damage dealt, right? Or 10 or the damage dealt, whichever is higher.
Whichever's the worst.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's start with the first one. I mean, if we roll 20, she made the first one. That was the one for Burple. Then for Parker, the first attack of Parker, she rolls an 8. Ooh, that's not so good. Parker did about 5 or 6 points of damage on that, so it's going to be a DC 10. So she's made that one. Yeah, everybody happy with that so far?
Yeah.
And then the second attack, you did about 9 points of damage. Let's roll and see what she gets. She gets only a 5. That might be a fail. Her Constitution save. Okay, so that is a 9. I think you did 9 points of damage with your last hit, but 10 is the worst, so she has failed.
Yes.
Hooray!
So as a result, she loses the insect plague.
Hurrah. So I don't need to move.
So yes, that's right. With your second attack, removes the insect plague. So now what would you like to do? So you're not going to move.
I'm not going to move, no.
Okay. Sessions. It's top of the next round. Session starts the round on 22.
It's looking fairly grim over in Session Land. I remember some time ago there was some noise down the corridor that we had originally come in from. Did we ever get to the bottom of what that was?
No, and it's following behind us. It might have actually. There's no, we didn't.
And just to remind me, when we came into the sewer, how far did we travel?
We sort of abstracted it, but you'd been clambering around in the sewers. You went through a grating. You hadn't travelled that far through the sewers, but I mean, in terms of squares, it's not tactically relevant. You'd probably spent, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes travelling through the sewers before you get to the point of where you found the cave mouth. Yep.
We're never going to see daylight again.
Just to be clear, the sounds that you heard behind you, it sounded like, I don't know, let's say a handful, somewhere between 2 and 4 creatures moving in the passageways behind you.
In the left and right passageways, or the one we came down?
No, in the ones that you came in the passageway that you came up through. You came up from the
into
sewers
a sewer to like a T-junction. It was left and right there, wasn't it? We heard the sound.
Yes, yes. At that point, when you were in the T-junction area before the caves, either side of that T-junction, everything suddenly went dark on either side of you. So something is going on in the sewers outside these caves. Now, whether or not whatever that was is related to the sounds of movement that you've heard behind you in the caves as you've been moving in, that's a different question.
What you going to do, Graham?
Well, I can do only 2 things that I can think of right now. I think my 2 options are, and I'm not sure which one to do, I could invoke my spirit guardians and hope to hold out. Might work on the little weedy guys anyhow.
Yeah.
Or
you might take a couple of those weedy guys out, actually. That one to the north of you.
Yeah, I might. That's my kind of selfless thing that I could do, I think.
And the other thing you are
Is
going
this
to do...
thing going to have an attack of opportunity if you move?
Yeah, you see, that's inspires me to do the selfish thing.
Which is?
Which is I just bug out.
How would you bug out?
I cast Dimension Door on myself and I exit the dungeon.
Yeah. How are you doing for hit points?
I have 22 hit points.
Same as the rest of us.
Yeah.
Can't you dimension door somewhere a little less far away?
Well, that's why I was trying to establish...
Like to bug craft.
Yeah.
Well, you see...
To me.
That's the problem.
The other thing is, with the Dimension Door, you can take one person of your size.
Me. I'm
You're the only
same
person
size
I
as you.
could possibly take.
I'm also related.
I know, but you're not there. I could try and hold out for a round, but then I might not get away. It's a difficult decision.
Mike, can you remind us if we've tried to attack this thing before? I think I thrown my javelin. It didn't do anything.
And unfortunately, the problem with it is it's an either-or.
First of all, I don't think you did have an attack on this thing. Maybe you threw your javelin. I don't think so. If you did, I've got no record of anything having happened.
I think it's when it was smoky. I threw the
Oh,
javelin.
yes, you may have thrown your javelin at it when it was in its sort of it mist form, and that clearly had no. It just went through it. It was just a piece of mist.
Basically, we need to take her out. I think staying there looks very risky. So the Dimension Door looks like a sensible thing, but without you, I don't know how long we'll last. So, the decision is yours.
The alternative is I could, I suppose, Dimension Door up onto the ledge.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. They're not still up there, are they?
No, They're the ones that have come into the room.
Yeah, you
We
can't
think.
see that ledge. I mean, that doesn't mean that you can't
Yeah.
dimension door to it because you know it. Have you seen that? I think you know its position and you're familiar enough with where
I
it
tried
is.
climbing up it before with my spirit.
Yeah, I think you're familiar enough to kind of to choose it as a destination, but you can't see it currently, so you don't know what's going on with it.
Well, the only other thing, I could make the massive gamble.
Oh, I love a gamble.
Massive
Sessions,
Which
come all the
is
way down
gonna
here.
gamble.
gamble. And attempt to polymorph the thing in front of me in something. Swattable.
I don't know about that.
No, nor do I.
I'd
That's
dimension
what-
door if I were you.
That's a stretch.
Dimension door to the ledge, and we'll all try and get around there.
Friend guide storyteller again, and I'm being so nice. I don't know. I'm not being super nice. They're next sessions.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's.
We know this.
Ah.
You could dimension door over to us.
Do we know what kind of damage this
You,
this
it's
creature
not-
has done?
None of you have interacted with it in its
No.
solid form.
No.
Sessions, if you dimension doored next to me,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
it would.
I don't think that is possible.
Damn.
He hasn't seen that area.
He's never seen that area, and he
I don't
doesn't
actually
know
can't
where
see
you
where
are.
you guys are.
No, he can't,
Can't
see
he
where
see
you are.
through
and
fake Sessions' eyes?
No.
No, okay.
even if he could see through fake Sessions' eyes, Sessions is on the ground floor, and you
Oh.
are on the
We're on the first floor.
mezzanine.
You could.
I could go. The ledge might be an option. On the gamble, there's no one there.
You could. Could you fire something at this guy, the guy in the cage, and who looks close to death, and if successful, come over here.
No, there's two other zombie things in the cage.
Yeah, but the cage is the cage open. I mean, free interactions to shut the cage.
Just a couple of things going on here. Again, I hate to say no, but I don't think he can see the chap standing on the other side of the door in the cage
Why not?
from where he is. I mean, he might just be able to. I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, okay. There's a fair amount of cover. The second thing I would say, being again very
Depends what he's
nice.
firing, isn't it?
There, if
Magic
you
missile.
But it's only sight for dimension
if you had
door.
the
You can
impression that
definitely see it.
the individual that was standing in the doorway to the cage, the one that had been trying to drag Bugraft off to the south, was looking very wounded, you had picked up the wrong impression.
Okay.
Maybe there is another action. Hang on. I have another thought.
Well, could dimension door to there and then move.
How big is this?
What?
The creature in front of me.
It's a medium-sized creature. It's like a pillar of yellow sliminess.
Can run through it.
That's what I was
Is it a
thinking.
slime elemental?
He's one size bigger than Sessions.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I can run through him.
And the other guy there has a bow in his hand?
Yep.
I think the fact that I can move through it doesn't prevent it from taking attacks at me. Exactly. So I need to if I disengage, then I can run through it.
Yes, if you disengage, you can run through it. Yeah.
And these are medium as well. The guys with the crossbows.
The guys with the crossbows are also medium. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to disengage,
Yes.
and then I'm going to run through the slime golem, the little guy, this one, up and hide behind that rock there.
in the north of the cave.
In the north of the cave, on the slope upwards, and I'm going to duck down and hide by the rock.
Okay. Can you give me a stealth check?
I can indeed.
Have you got a bonus action? You normally have so many actions, Graham.
I know,
You must
but
have
I've
it.
used all my spells, so most of the things I can do bonus actions with, or I've already used.
Bugger. And they go next. We're in trouble here.
Yeah, when we started today, I'd kind of forgotten exactly
How bad the
trouble.
situation was.
I'd kind of like, oh yeah, we're just kind of going to play. And
It was that bloody insect swarm. If she's got another one.
Is she almost dead or something?
I think she's on her way, but I don't think she's...
No, she's obviously got another round in her at least.
Oh yeah. We just need to be a bit luckier with
She's
the rolls.
next.
There's some shit rolls going on. She's got quite an armor class.
Yeah, we did well badly.
Okay, well, I'm going to hide by that rock. I don't have anything else that's really going to help me, Mike, so I just make a stealth
Make a stealth check.
Grand total of 13.
Right. It is the hordes of horror.
Oh, hang on.
It isn't the hordes of horror.
Sorry, I can move my other sessions.
Yeah.
So I just check how far I'm allowed to move my other sessions.
Why don't you move him to where the slime thing is?
Well, I was thinking, yes, sort of. Actually, I was thinking
Interposing.
moving him directly in front of this one here. The other sessions is falling back past Uncle Buggy and to interpose itself between real sessions. Next to the rock, real sessions is trying to hide behind, and next to the weird
dude.
guy with the crossbow who's standing.
I understand. I absolutely understand.
And he's looking aggressive, quite threatening he is.
Yeah, thanks, Graham.
Let's start with the sorceress, the priestess, whatever she is. She's looking bloodied.
Ooh, good.
Solidly bloodied, you'd say. She is going to take the disengage action, and she's going to run.
Excellent.
She's going
An
to
excellent
go.
pitch.
She is going to make a perception check, which she rolls. She sees Sessions. Well, he's on the wrong side of the rock. Sessions, would you like an attack of opportunity as she runs past you? Do you have a melee weapon in your hand?
She's taken the disengage action, so there are
She's
no.
taken the
attacks.
disengage.
Oh, yes, sorry, I'm being stupid. She runs down into the middle of the chamber. The creature that dropped its crossbow and attacked Alessandra with a short sword is going to step up to Parker, who is the only opponent that it can see, and attack Parker with that short sword a couple of times, hitting armor class 10, which is not going to be enough, obviously, and hitting armor class 19, which I don't think will be enough either,
No.
because Parker's got an amazing armor class. The creature that is in the gateway at the southern part of the cave runs back through the gateway, drops its crossbow, runs round to Uncle Buggy, drawing a short sword, and will attack Uncle Buggy. It gets to attack twice. First it hits armor class 26,
Yep.
and then the second attack it has with the short sword, it hits armor class 20.
Yep.
And the damage is
Seven they're attacking it.
a d6 plus 4 in both cases. So it does 8 slashing and 7 slashing. So 4 slashing and 3 slashing with your rage. Yes?
Mm.
Happy with that? Well, you may not be happy with it, but
Well,
you
I'm not
understand
really
it.
happy, no. Yeah, but I understand.
Yeah, okay. The creature that Fake Sessions has run up and interposed himself next to, he's got no reason to understand what's a real Sessions and what's a fake Sessions. It drops its crossbow, draws a short sword, and attacks the Fake Sessions. I think we've established that a hit, and it will realise, hitting armor class 23, and realises, too late to do anything about this, not too late to do anything about this, that's not a real creature. When it realises that, it takes a step to the south, and it attacks Uncle Buggy with its other attack, hitting armor class 15 with that attack.
No.
Okay, next. Let's do all the little people first. From the cavern to your southwest, the cavern which 3 of these archers retreated into, they start emerging again. Here's the first one. Runs out into the cavern, and it shoots at Parker up on the ledge. It gets to roll 1 attack, and with that attack, it misses. Another one emerges. It runs out of the cave and stands beside its chum, and also shoots Parker. Rolling only a 4, hitting armor class 11. Parker is living a charmed life. And then the last one runs to the cave mouth. So we've got 3 archers in a row standing in the cave mouth, and also shoots at Parker, rolling an 11, which is not going to be enough, hitting armor class 18. Not enough. And that leaves the creatures. You can hear some scuttling behind you in the other cavern. Another one appears in the mouth, the junction point between the big cavern that the Naga was in and the pool, and the cavern that you're in. It hasn't really got much in terms of a target. It is going to shoot at Parker as well, because it can see Parker up on the ledge. You never know. 4th time's the charm, rolling 14, hitting armor class 21.
Just a miss.
Okay.
Almost wanted to hit so that I can catch the thing and deflect the missile onto the...
Yeah. Now, this creature, monstrosity, comes wobbling around the corner into the cavern, and the first thing that it encounters is Fake Sessions. I cannot see any reason why it would not think that the Fake Sessions was real. So it is going to attack the Fake Sessions with its slam attack. It does so, rolling a 17, hitting armor class 23.
Oh, that would definitely hit
Okay,
Sessions.
And this slam attack, this sort of wobbly tentacle branch prong, wibbles through the Fake Sessions, and it now knows that Fake Sessions is Fake Sessions. And I think that I have completed the actions, but for the fact that you can also hear some more movement off to your east, southeast, back the way that you came into this cavern complex. But for that, I think I'm done. And we move on to Uncle Buggy.
Uncle Buggy. The one that attacked the small guy that attacked Sessions and then moved on to me. What weapon has he got?
Both the individuals that have run up and attacked Bugraft in the last turn dropped their crossbows and have drawn short swords.
Okay, I'm going to
Booger.
take attack of opportunity. I'm moving around the one.
So you're moving round one, trying to get to the sorceress or priestess
Yes.
or whatever she is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. So you do that. Yep.
So you want to attack of
You get an
opportunity?
attack of opportunity from the attack of opportunity fish. Rolls a 17, hits armor class 24, and does a total of 9 points of damage. So 8, so 4 points of damage on you. Damn hit points are going to be running out.
I've got 13 hit
How many
points left.
How many have you got left?
13.
13. Oh dear.
Right, I'm going to bash the sorceress.
Okay.
So the Frostbrand first hit.
Yes.
It's
Come
a
on.
disadvantage. So that's
Yes.
a 22 and a
21. Nice.
21.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Come on.
6.
Come on.
Oh.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. She's looking unwell.
Some of it's frosty. I don't know if that makes any difference.
No.
No.
I wish I could say it did.
I will attack again with the Frostbrand.
Yeah, here we go. At disadvantage, rolling an 18.
24 and
Here we go.
That's more like it.
21.
21 points of
21
damage.
points of damage. I mean, she's just clinging on to life. Have you got anything else?
Far to her.
No, but I'm going to step another 5 foot around.
In between
so-
them?
Yeah, so I'm sort of getting away from the jelly thing. That's my go.
Okay. Purple, happy you. It is your turn, Purple. It is a time for heroes.
Everything on her.
Well, I've got one Dissonant Whispers left. That's my last second level, which is also a lesser restoration, which I could use on Bugraft.
I've got a cantrip.
Sessions has got lesser restoration, though. I'm sure.
No,
I'm
I've got no
assuming.
second level spells left.
We've got thirds,
No, no thirds. I've got a 4th level spell.
so you potentially have one.
Yeah, I potentially have one, but that's
An
trading out
overpowered
the.
Yeah. Fuck. So do I use my second level spell to Dissonant Whispers her, which is guaranteed half of 2d6? Half of 2d6. No, it's 4d6. It's half of 46.
Oh, this is a very difficult
Half of
question.
46 sounds good. Could probably kill her, won't it? Does she look like she's on last legs?
I think I would say that she looks. Yeah, she doesn't look great. I'm not saying that,
I could move.
I don't want to give you the impression, by the way. Sorry, because it's so difficult to frame these things. That she's got like 1 hit point left. Yeah, but she looks very, very vulnerable. More vulnerable than I think any of you currently.
Less than 10.
If 3 of us
Apart
could
from maybe
land,
Alessandra.
if 3 of us could land good hits on her, presumably. I can't remember. When do they go?
They go.
Well, we all go.
We all
After
go now.
part. Oh, right.
Bugraft is
Yeah,
the only
you
one
all
that's been
go.
so far.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can move. I could move up to her and hit her. I've got an Ort dice, but that puts me right in the middle. Where
Have
I
you
don't
not got a
wanna be.
range attack?
How far down is that cliff, Mike?
Oh, not. Let me check for you, caller, just to give you a specific number.
Also, you can't move because then you'd take an attack of opportunity from the guy next to me. You can't
That
get
is
out of there
true.
without moving through his threatened space.
Someone
That-
needs to take that guy out. He's actually a little bit.
He's fucking annoying.
Well,
blocking
depending on
for us.
whether
All
we
right,
take
let's
the...
do- let's
Okay,
use-
so
But Dissonant
just-
Whispers. Dissonant Whispers.
Okay,
so,
well, just so that you know, at the very top of that mezzanine shelf,
Yeah.
we're 20 feet above the rest of the cavern.
Right.
But it's a slope, so halfway up that slope, you're 10 feet above, and by the time you get to the last bit of that slope, you could probably just hop over the edge and drop down. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right, Dissonant Whispers. I'm rolling a Wisdom saving throw. Am I?
Wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Here we go. Big time. Rolling a.
One!
Luckily, because she's a main NPC.
No,
She has an Ort
no.
dice.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. So she takes the following damage. She takes
Ooh,
good one.
Nice.
19 points.
She says, "Avenge my memory, my servants," and collapses to the floor. When she collapses to the floor, the pillar of weirdness goes and vanishes.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
Excellent.
Hurrah!
Now it all feels a little bit
And then
more
I'll shout,
manageable.
surrender! And then I'll hide round the corner.
It's always
Right,
nice
I
in
think
that one.
golfing
Okay.
clap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done.
For that one.
Wow.
My last second level
Absolutely.
spell.
Alessandra,
Alessandra.
what is your contribution to the combat?
Alessandra.
Kill this guy.
She's going to move 10 foot south. And then she's going to attack the person who's been attacking Parker, sorry. She's going to do a rapier attack. Hitting arm class 25.
Is it a hit?
Doing 7 points of damage.
Yep.
And how's it looking?
Incredibly healthy apart from 7 points of damage.
Okay, then we'll do some sneak attack on it. Doing a further 10 points of damage.
It chortles.
And then doing a crossbow attack on it. Armor class 21.
That's a hit.
Doing a further 8 points of damage on it.
It laughs so hard that it's got disadvantage on its actions next.
Excellent.
Turn.
And then Alessandra will step back 10 foot.
We need a sorcerer.
So that's you taking the disengage action or whatever. Oh, it's got a.
Yeah.
You're taking the disengage action. Okay.
Yeah.
Parker. If it is the real Parker, of course.
I'll just pile into it. So the first attack hits is a definite miss.
Yep. Hits is nothing. Yep.
The second attack is armor class
dear.
15.
Oh dear.
Do me armor class 15.
15's a miss.
Third attack, this is terrible, is an
Oh, it's more
armor
like it.
class 19.
That's a hit.
Thank God for that. At least one. Oh, it's rolling a 1, 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Really,
It,
really effective.
it chuckles.
Great.
It chuckles.
It shouts something in its strange arcane language that you don't understand, but you do pick up the sense of it, which is something like, "Don't worry, guys. Yeah, we're okay here." Sessions Epa, the extraordinarily resilient
I
Sessions
think
Epa,
resilience a great
hiding
word.
behind your
Luck.
rock.
It's lucky. That's what it is.
Exactly. Misfortune smiles on him again, but not to the extent that he's actually in the game. There are basically these archers, many of whom have dropped their crossbows and drawn short swords all around everywhere in this cavern.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to edge along the cliff face.
Yes.
From this position, can I see Alessandra? I can see Burple, Parker, and Bugraft.
So from the floor of the cavern, standing in the lead,
No, I'm going up the lift. I'm going up the doodad.
you're going up the doodad.
Up the. So I
I see.
started
So you're running
here.
up the thing. So if you run up to the top of the mezzanine, you can see Burple, you can see Parker. I'm saying that you can glimpse Alessandra tucked away in the niche. Yes.
Okay.
Corner to corner.
Yeah, I can just. So from that, at that point, when I can see Alessandra, Bugraft,
Yes.
Parker,
Yep.
Burple, I am going to invoke my spirit guardians.
Right.
Now I can keep everyone out of them.
Yeah, understood.
Hopefully, this is a good idea. I'm not entirely convinced.
I think it's a great idea.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. And then I don't really want to get shot to pieces. So with my final squares, I'll move back to the back of the cave, trying to get out the line of sight of the guys with the
Oh, I see. So you're trying to hang sufficiently
Hang at
far
back.
on the mezzanine so that the angle denies them a sight of you.
crouch
You
down.
come and stand next to me, Graham.
Yeah. Oh, and you might be able to get a
I
bit
don't
of
want to
cover.
take the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you
Ah,
might be able to get a bit of cover.
concentration
The ones at the foot of the slope are going to be able to see you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the bad guys. I'm going to start with the archers that have emerged last turn from the cavern to the southwest. The ones that shot at Parker. The first one is going to shoot at Parker again. Rolling an 18, hitting armor class 25. Is that a hit, Parker? I think it is.
That is a hit. With a what?
It's with a crossbow bolt.
Right. Hang on. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'll do the damage, and then you can do this
Yeah.
clever thing of yours. So the damage is a d6 plus 4. It does 10 points of damage.
Right. I'm just going to... I reduce by 1d10 plus 9. So at least 10.
Well, then okay. And then
Right.
what about the thing where you throw it back?
It cost me a key point. Okay. So I don't take damage, but I can't make an attack with it. That's annoying.
Fine. So you deflect it.
Yeah.
Can you do that as many times as you like, or is it?
You can use your reaction to deflect. So once
Okay,
around.
so the second attack, if it hits you, you won't be able to do. Well, let's see what happens. Rolling for the second archer, rolls a 20. Is it going to gamble? I mean, I can't speak its strange arcane tongue, but it's nodding. Okay, we're going to gamble.
It's got yourself a DM.
You are?
Well, if you can't speak the language of your characters, I'm not sure that's great preparation. That's all I'm saying.
I've been doing. I'm frankly.
Let's try harder.
How do you tell them what to do? How do you command them?
The arrow mysteriously dodges off Parker.
I don't
through to
command
Burple.
them. These guys are subcontracted. Okay, I mean, I don't.
Well, you say that.
They work for Zerxog. I mean, he's difficult enough to deal with as it is. So anyway, it is going to roll to see
always
if it
Parker,
can
isn't it?
confirm that hit, which is going to be 16 armor class 23. That's going to be a critical.
Rolling very well tonight.
Fuck's sake.
Rolling the critical hit deck for GMs. Oh, what a lovely thing to be doing.
Head pulped over wide area.
Let's hope so. Dealing a card and quadruple damage. And spells with a verbal component.
We've
Have
had
a
this one before.
75% chance of failing until you are healed. So, there's an awful lot to unpack here, Parker, about your imminent demise. Let us start with the damage, which is not good news. It's a d6 plus 4 quadrupled. I'm only obviously quadrupling the d6. Do I roll 4d6 or do I just roll a d6 and times it by 4?
I think you roll the dice, don't you?
I roll 4d6.
Yeah, I think so.
So 3, 8, 10, 14, 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Merry Christmas
Well.
to you. And you need to make a Constitution save.
Yeah.
DC 13, please. And you really want to make that save.
Ort dice. Here we come. Okay. So that is 14. Yes.
Damn it.
Successful.
Okay, in that case, you are fine, which is very annoying.
Oof. I think I got
The third archer
lightly on that one.
has got to decide whether or not to shoot at Bugraft or to shoot at you. I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, it shoots at Bugraft. On a 4 to 6, it shoots at Parker. Rolling a 1 to 3, it shoots at Bugraft. Attacking Bugraft, it pops a shot off at you. Rolling an 18, hitting armor class 25 Bugraft.
Yeah.
It does 6 points of piercing damage, so 3 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And can you make a DC 13 Constitution save?
Okay, so I add 5 to this. 13.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's what you needed.
Right.
The individual standing next to you, Bugraft, the one with the short sword, is going to have a couple of swipes at you. 2 short sword
Can you
attacks.
start rolling low, please?
No. This sword that it's carrying looks like it's got something nasty on the blade. First attack hits armor class 15.
That's a miss.
Second attack hits armor class 18.
Can I use a
is that a hit?
reaction, by the way? Yes, it is.
Okay, yes, on the hit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
your thunder monster,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. Wrath of Storms. Okay, so there's a d6 plus 4 piercing damage. 8 points of piercing damage, so 4 with your rage. Yeah.
I've got 6 hit points left. Yeah.
And it does some poison damage on you.
Okay.
First
I
d6.
might take half
4.
damage from everything.
Oh, well, there we are. Okay, so 4, 5. So you take 2 points of poison damage.
Yeah.
Now.
So I've got 4 hit points left.
Tell me about your reaction.
Right, it takes 16 points of lightning damage.
Does it get a save or anything?
Dexterity saving throw they get for half damage.
Okay, it rolls a 10 for a dexterity save of 17. It makes that save. Yeah,
Alright, it takes 8 points of lightning damage. So.
8 points of lightning damage on it. Okay, well, it looks...
Better than nothing?
Yeah, exactly. Better than nothing. It
not
looks
very
a little
good.
bit wounded. I mean, it looked a little bit wounded when it ran round to you, and now it looks a little bit more wounded. Now, the archer in the doorway that dropped its... that attacked the fake sessions and then attacked you before you ran away has got to make a decision. It is going to run round and engage you in hand-to-hand combat, Bugraft. Its first attack, it rolls a 2. and misses, obviously. Its second attack, it rolls an 8, hitting armor class 15, which is not going to be enough.
No.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
It shouts something as it does so, pointing at Sessions, who is on the slope. The archer in the doorway takes a step forward, levels its crossbow at Sessions, and takes a shot.
Some cover there from the pillar?
Yeah, well, the cover, I'm afraid that it's not a pillar, it's a boulder. And
looks like a
you're
pillar.
up the 10 foot up the slope, and I don't think it's really relevant.
Well, if it's a boulder,
it
then probably.
It hits armor class 23 with that crossbow bolt.
Yeah.
Is that a hit?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to use my luck. Yeah?
Yes. How does that work? You can make
I'm going
somebody
to
else.
roll a d20 and I can choose whether I want it to use that or not.
So you can make other people. You can roll dice for other people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll a d20. Rolling
4.
4.
I think I like that dice.
Okay, so it missed you with that attack. It does. It looks absolutely bemused as to how that happened, and it shouts something over its right shoulder, and another one comes running around the corner into the junction and also shoots you, Sessions. Rolling 13, hitting armor class 20. Have you got another luck that you want to
I haven't
spend?
got another luck, unfortunately.
So that hits armor class 20. Is that a hit?
That is a hit.
So you take a d6
So, and
plus
that one
4.
doesn't have. I don't have any cover from that one, given its strange cornery position.
I don't think so. I think, bearing in mind that I've spent the last hour being told that 1 molecule's worth of you has to be in the corner of a square in order to see.
Fine. So you got to try.
You got to try. It d6 plus 4 piercing damage. It does 10 points of piercing damage on Sessions. Sessions, you must make a concentration save. Can you make a Constitution save DC 10?
Yeah.
Keep your Spirit Guardians.
No.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to use my Ort dice.
Yeah, so you can roll that again and add a d6.
Of course, I'm probably going to be paralysed by the poison. That's a 12.
A
12 without the
12.
Ort dice, so yeah, that's...
Yeah, without the order, so you've made it. Now, Ort dice free, you can go into this DC 13 Constitution save as a result of being hit by the crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Let's see how we do.
Probably not very well.
Well, you never
It's
know.
not exactly my strong suit. No,
8,
9.
9. 9 is not a fail by 5 or more, which would have been, I have to say, catastrophic for all of you. But it is a fail, so you're poisoned. You are at disadvantage on basically everything.
Right.
Yep. Okay. Now, we've got a few more things to do here.
No,
the first thing
surely
that we've
not.
got to do is that we've got to deal with... Well, there's some more movement off to your
Oh, God.
east. If you recall, you've been consistently hearing the sound of 2 or 3 creatures, a handful of creatures maybe, making their way up towards you. They never seem to come into view. So it's almost as if they are hanging back, but they're getting ever closer. There is a warrior standing next to Parker with a short sword. It strikes at Parker.
Before it strikes at Parker, is it not standing within the Spirit Guardians?
It is standing within the Spirit Guardians.
And it got a 1.
It's missed. What about what's the Spirit Guardian save? He rolls a 19. What's half of the damage?
So the damage is 21.
nice.
Wow. Okay. It stops laughing at that kind of level of damage, and it missed and ended its round. All a bit of a disaster.
Parker officially grins back.
Well, that's wonderful for Parker, if it is in fact Parker. And then, to end our excitements for this little phase of play, from the south through the railings and the gate, where you know in the darkness you just hear a sort of shuffling sound and and we will pick things up next week.
Definitely should dimension doored away.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. The Hall of Harsh Reflections and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. The Hall of Harsh Reflections was written by Jason Bullman. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!